Save Mart is a proud supporter of Hey Kids, Let's Cook.
Save Mart, your life, your town, your store.
You said that pretty well.
Thanks. I practiced.
It shows.
Additional funding provided by the Dairy Council of California.
And chewers like you. Thank you.
It's time for Hey Kids, Let's Cook.
Hi, I'm Emma.
I'm Kayla.
I'm Riley.
I'm Signe.
Hi, my name is Lindsay.
I'm Brent.
I'm Asia.
Hi, I'm Nathan. I'm Liliana. I'm Mariah.
You know, just about every culture has a homemade bread or flatbread that they use to wrap up their food and eat it. The Indians have their naan, the Armenians have pita bread, the French have crepes, and Chinese have wontons. Today we're using tortillas from what culture?
Mexico.
We're going to be making tacos, an authentic Mexican rice recipe I got from my girlfriend Noemi. It's delicious. How's that sound?
Great.
All right, but when you guys go wash your hands, and I'm going to go over the kitchen ingredients and tools we'll need to make these great recipes. To make tacos, you will need 1 pound or 2 large boneless, skinless chicken breasts, 1 yellow onion, 4 cloves of garlic, 1 head of cabbage, 8 corn tortillas, and 1 lime. Add these ingredients to your mom or dad's shopping list if you want to make some homemade chunky salsa to go with your taco. 3 tomatoes, 1 red onion, 1 bunch of cilantro, 3 limes. For the juiciest ones, select limes that are heavy for their size and have thin skins. 1 jalapeno pepper, and a teaspoon of salt. And for the Mexican rice, 1 cup long grain white rice, 2 teaspoons of olive oil, 2 cups chicken stock. We're using homemade today. 1 can tomato sauce, no salt added, and 1 teaspoon of cumin. And here's the equipment you will need: a small saucepan with lid to cook the Mexican rice, a small saucepan to cook the chicken, a paring knife, a serrated knife, a chef's knife, a mandolin to shred the cabbage, dry measuring spoons to measure small amounts, a liquid measuring cup, a meat thermometer, a wooden spoon, a medium-sized mixing bowl, and a cutting board. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Ready to have fun?
Yeah.
We're going to start our recipes. Now, a little bit earlier today, I started our chicken breasts, and those have been simmering in about 3 cups of water. We added the yellow onion and the cloves of garlic. We've actually simmered those for about 30 minutes just to get the flavors going, so it adds a nice, flavorful, taste to our taco.
Smells delicious.
Okay, and we're using the moist heat method of cooking. That's because it's inside the liquid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If we bring it to a boil and have huge bubbles in there, that will dry out the chicken and make it tough. We don't want that, do we?
No.
You can check to see if the chicken is done by using a meat thermometer. Place the meat thermometer in the thickest part of the chicken breast. Wait several seconds to get the best reading. It should read 165 degrees. And always follow the directions for handling meat safely. These are located on the label on each package of meat you buy at the supermarket. So our chicken is done. We're going to take it out of the saucepan now and let it cool down so it'll be ready when I put our tacos together. Kayla, will you pass me a plate down there? We're going to take those out. Thank you.
They look good. Nice and tender.
Yes, and we're just going to put those over there to cool. Now we have the liquid left over in our saucepan. What have we made?
Broth.
Or chicken stock. So what we can do is use this in our authentic Mexican rice recipe because it calls for 2 cups of chicken stock. So I'm just going to use my wooden spoon. I'm going to pour the liquid into our liquid measuring cup. Kayla, tell me when it gets to exactly 2.
Okay.
Bit
Stop.
more? Great. Okay, and you bend down to eye level. Be sure when you're measuring liquid, you bend down to eye level to get the best reading.
That's exactly 2.
All right, we're ready to make our rice. So, Kayla, we need 2 teaspoons of olive oil in our saucepan. Okay. Lindsay, I'm going to have you measure the rice. We need 1 cup of our white long grain rice.
1 teaspoon.
And I'll turn the heat on.
Oops.
Great.
1.
1.
2.
2, and we're just going to push that around the bottom of our saucepan. And we're going to brown our rice before we add the chicken stock. Ah, looking good. I like how you leveled that. Get a nice even measurement. Nice work. And you can just pour that right in there. Beautiful. Okay, Kayla, stir that right around. We just want to make sure we get our rice coated with the olive oil. Maybe we'll see a few little brown edges. Now we're ready to add the rest of ingredients. Okay, Lindsay, why don't you pour in the chicken stock? It's right there. Just hold it close to the edge and just slowly pour it into our saucepan. Keep stirring, Kayla. Hear the sizzle? Whoa. Nice work. Now I'm going to turn my heat down. Keep pouring. Nice work. I see a little bit stuck on the edge there. Got it?
Looks like soup.
Mm-hmm. All of our rice
smells like soup.
is going to absorb that liquid, and it's just going to puff up and be really nice, light flavored Mexican rice. Okay, Lindsay, we need the tomato sauce. Would you pour that in now? Just pour it right in there. Keep stirring, Kayla. This is going to change the color and give it a nice tomato flavor. And the last thing we need to add is our cumin. So we need 1 teaspoon of that. Lindsay, you want to bring that over? Now, cumin is a spice that's used in a lot of Mexican recipes. It's actually a ground seed, part of the parsley family, and it has a really strong flavor. So today we're just using a little bit, 1 teaspoon of cumin. Nice work leveling that.
Looks like tomato soup now. Awesome.
Lindsay, take a little whiff of that. Tell us what you think.
Can I smell it?
It has an earthy flavor. Want to smell it, Kayla?
Sure.
Kayla, let's smell.
It doesn't make me sneeze because it's not like pepper.
It's not as strong as pepper. It gives it a great flavor. Okay, now that kind of clumps up when you first put it in, so we want to stir that nice, get that all blended. And I'm going to make sure, again, it's on simmer. This is going to cook on your lowest heat for about 30 minutes. Okay, ready for the lid?
Yep.
Now let's get started on our chunky salsa. First thing, tomatoes. Lindsay, pass everybody a tomato. This recipe calls for 3, so we're each going to cut one today. We're going to practice our skills using a knife, and today we're using a serrated knife. Now, check out the blade there, guys. What do you notice that's different,
It has
Lindsay?
little lines on them.
Has little lines, and what else? Is it a straight blade?
It's kind of curvy.
It's kind of curvy or wavy, and that's important to use when you're cutting tomatoes because that prevents it from being smashed down when you cut it. All right, tomato in your left hand, knife in your right hand.
I'm left-handed.
Unless you're left-handed, then you have to switch it around. You're going to put the knife in and around the core. Just kind of use short motion of cutting, and then that little core should pop right out. Slice in half. And then this is a large tomato that I have. I might need to slice it in 5 or 6 pieces. Lindsay, yours is a little smaller. You might need to slice yours.
Mine's kind of big too.
3 or 4. Yeah, do 5 or 6 pieces if it's big and slice across the tomato. Nice work. Okay, Lindsay, now watch on this one. You're going to hold it with your left hand. Now slice across lengthwise. See how I'm going lengthwise? Now what we're going to do is we're going to lay our tomato slices together, and we're going to cut across those into little bite-sized pieces. And that's how easy it is. A little time consuming, but there's nothing like fresh tomatoes and a fresh chunky salsa. What do you think?
Yeah.
Next ingredient, limes. Everybody gets a lime. We
Yay.
need 3 limes that are juiced, but we'll start by showing everybody how to roll them on the counter. What this does is it loosens up the juice inside, so you get as much juice out of the lime as you can. So take the palm of your hand and just roll it around. Can you feel how it's kind of softening under the pressure of your palm?
Yeah.
So that's going to make it easier to juice too. Okay, mine's ready, so I'm going to cut that in half.
Mine's ready too.
Kayla. And Lindsay, I'm going to have you juice these.
Smell good.
Citrusy. Okay, Lindsay, is yours ready?
Nice impression.
Would you pass those over to Lindsay? She's going to juice those. And the juicer's right there. So have you done that before, Lindsay? Have you juiced those? Have you used that? Okay, so twist on top of the juicer.
Oops.
Just press really hard and twist.
It's really fun.
Nice work. Kayla, you're going to do the cilantro. Can you run over there and grab that? And cilantro is green and leafy. And what we've done is we've rinsed this in cool water and patted it dry. And at the supermarket, you have to be really careful when you buy it because they put it right next to the parsley. So you really have to come up and give it a smell. Smell that? Kind of a citrusy smell to know that you're getting the cilantro. Okay, Kayla, just pick off the big, large, leafy part. That's the part we want in our salsa, not the stem part. Okay, we need about half a cup, so I think we need a little bit more. Our rice is simmering. See how that's looking, guys? I'm just going to lower that heat one more time because I started to see large bubbles coming to the top. I want really small bubbles.
Okay, do you think that's a good amount?
Let's give it maybe 1 or 2 more big leaves.
How about now?
Okay, that's good. All right, so you're going to take your knife, kind of hold it together, scrunch it together with your right hand, because you're left-handed, and then slice that into small pieces. There you go. Easy, right? Okay, and I'm going to do the onion. Kayla, would you reach over and pass me a red onion? You can just reach right over there. Aha, now we've used these before, but every time we use them, no matter if we put it in the refrigerator to chill them, everybody cries.
I know.
Okay, I have a surprise today, you guys. Here's what we're using with our onion chopping. Onion goggles. Check those out.
I want the green ones.
Awesome.
I have to get a picture on this one. Together, please. Big smiles. Great. Oh, I love that. Okay, we're going to see if our onion goggles work and prevent Kayla and Lindsay from crying. You guys ready? Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to chop the onion. All right, we're going to take our chef's knife, and remember to ask your mom or dad for help if you're using a chef's knife, because this is the largest knife and has very sharp blade. So what I'm going to do here is cut off both ends and just push those out of the way.
The cilantro's done.
Good. I think a little bit smaller, so keep chopping there. I'm going to cut across it, and all this papery outer skin of the onion, I'm just going to discard that.
I love the smell.
Now, red onions are great in salsa because they're a little bit sweeter, and so it doesn't give it a strong bite to the salsa. We're going to hold it securely with our left hand, cut across the top of the onion to make thin pieces, and then across again to make little tiny bite-sized chunks. How's those limes coming along, Lindsay?
Good.
I can smell them all the way over here.
Me too. I think mine's finally done. I can't wait to eat this.
Okay, well, last thing we need, a teaspoon of salt.
1 teaspoon. Where's the
Teaspoon.
teaspoon? Okay.
And we need to measure that over another bowl, or if you're at home, you can measure it over the sink or the trash can, because salt comes with a really unique spout, so it's hard to get it back in. See, whenever you fill the teaspoon too high, we don't want to get all that extra salt in our recipe.
That's not
So
good for you.
It's not good for you, and it'll make your recipe too salty. So sprinkle that in. Nice job leveling.
Oops.
And whoa, is there still some in there?
Yep.
Good save, Lindsay. All right, pass the jalapeno, Kayla. Got to get my special gloves on for this.
My hand's all juicy.
Hey, anybody crying from that onion?
No.
The onion goggles work, don't they?
Yeah, I usually cry.
Those are great. What we're going to do here is take our jalapeno. Look at our gloves. We have to have these because this has such hot oils on the jalapeno, it can burn if you touch your eyes or your edge of your mouth. So we want to make sure we have disposable gloves on. So what I'm going to do is just cut off the end of that jalapeno, and I'm going to slice right down the center. Now look at the inside. See the ribs? That's the white part. See the seeds?
Yeah.
That's the hottest part of the jalapeno.
So are we going to use that?
No, we are not going to use that. We are doing medium salsa, and that's just way too hot. So we're going to make really small, thin, narrow slices. And we're just cutting right across those narrow strips of jalapeno, making little tiny pieces. See, that's just a little bit, so that's going to be a mild, chunky salsa. Lindsay, how's that? All done with the limes?
Yeah.
Okay, you can just drizzle that right over the top. Kayla, you're going to stir. Beautiful. Go ahead. Stir all those ingredients together. Look how colorful that is. You've got the tomatoes, the red onion, the cilantro, the jalapeno. Doesn't that look colorful too?
Yeah.
It's going to go great on our tacos. We need to do our cabbage.
Ooh.
So Kayla, would you pass that over?
Cabbage.
Now cabbage, feel that. How does that feel?
Heavy.
This is heavy. This is tightly packed. Our leaves inside. Feel that, Lindsay?
Wow, it's really, really heavy.
Really crisp.
Okay.
Nice and soft.
You guys can take your goggles off now too. See better? Just
Yeah.
drop them right in there. What we're going to do with our cabbage is when you have it, you're going to take off the 2 outer leaves. And all you need to do is rinse this in cold water and then pat it dry. So Kayla, would you do that for me?
Sure.
I'm going to get rid of all these ingredients here so we can cut our cabbage. All right, we're just going to take our cabbage and we're going to chop off the end. Now, cabbage is a cruciferous vegetable. Have you heard of that?
No.
Cruciferous?
Yes, it's along with broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. It's rich in antioxidants and fibers, so it prevents some cancers.
Whoa.
Yep. So what we're going to do, just take our cabbage, we're going to cut down, and we only need about 3/4 cup of cabbage. So
Well,
I'm going
that
to cut,
looks cool on the inside.
doesn't that? Look at how it just, all the different shapes and colors.
Like a wavy, and it's like a green, all the colors of the green.
And we're going to cut across, and we're going to shred this. Now, shred means to get it in thin, narrow pieces.
Can I help?
Yes, we're going to use a new kitchen tool. Have you seen this before?
No.
This is a mandolin, and it can shred all kinds of vegetables, paper thin. It's perfect for our Mexican tacos. Lindsay, pass over that bowl. We're going to need a bowl for the shredded cabbage to drop into. We're going to lay the mandolin over the top securely, and you want to make sure that if you haven't used this before, ask your mom or dad for help because this has 2 very sharp blades on the mandolin. Okay, so what we're going to do is just take our cabbage and just go back and forth. Kayla, now you can try. Okay, so you're right-handed.
I'm left-handed.
Kayla's left-handed. Okay, so you're going to hold the mandolin with your right hand,
Okay.
and you're going to keep your fingers way up to the top of the cabbage. You don't want them to get close to the blades. Now slide it back and forth.
Whoa.
Let's see. You did it.
Yay.
Fantastic. Now this is going to add a lot of crunch to your tacos. Taste this, guys.
It's good.
What do you think?
It's awesome.
It's really, really